In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, long ago. Our God and cannot hold him, nor earth sustain. Heaven and earth shall flee away when he comes to reign. In the bleak midwinter, a stable place sufficed. The Lord God Almighty, Jesus Christ. Angels and archangels may have gathered there. Cherubim and seraphim throng the air, but his mother only in her maiden bliss worship the beloved with a kiss. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet what can I give him? Give my heart.
I'd just like to pay reference and respect to Mike Green, who we understand passed away this year. But I'd just like to add my thoughts and prayers to his family. Mike was the front man of the Salvation Army at the Folk Club Christmas party for many years, and always regaled us with his jokes and stories, and I also knew him from working with him at Bromsgrove Castings. Rest easy, Mike. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the Bromsgrove Virtual Folk Club Christmas Party 2020, and thank you there to Mac, who recorded that lovely version of In the Bleak Midwinter down at Wychbold Church. Tonight we've got lots of friends of the Folk Club and committee who are sending messages to you all. If you're watching live, you can comment on the YouTube live chat or over on Facebook, or if you're watching us on catch up, leave us a message anyway. Over the Christmas period, we usually make a collection for Homestart, who do great work hanging out presents to children who might not normally receive something. This year, as it is, we're doing this as a free show, but if you would like to make a donation, you can do, and that will be split between the Salvation Army, who we normally donate to, and to Homestart. If you would like to make a donation, the details are on the screen now for you. And, in their usual Christmas style, here we have Bob and Luke, Manwig.
Well, he came in a way that a good thing comes, with the light shining in his eyes. And most people thought he was another little baby who wrinkled up his face and cried. And then one wise man, two wise men, three wise men came from afar, and those many coloured men knew he was a special child, and that's why they followed that star.
He came east and west, then he found himself in 40 days and 40 nights. He gave a lot of love to everyone he met and told them what the way was right. And then the people drew near, said they want to hear, what's this all about? And everybody loved that man so much that they wanted to laugh and shout.
But a bunch of people said he had the wrong ideas, and they told him to forget that thought. And so a secretive society came about, and they were looking for the love they sought. And then the people in power said, we gave you an order, go back and be a carpenter. But the shining in his face told him he was right, so they put him on the cross right there.
Now he's been gone for a mighty long time, and we've forgotten what the man had said. Look at your life in the right direction, and be sure to look inside your head. And when you look around your Christmas tree, be sure to give all that you can, because the more you're gonna give, the more you're gonna get to be a woman or a gentleman.
Well, Christmas and Easter ain't the only time when you should be that way. Love all of your people and your neighbour each and every single day.
And when you do that, you'll feel where it's at, you'll feel what I'm talking around.
And the whole wide world is gonna live in peace, and everybody gonna be found. And when you do that, you'll feel where it's at, and you'll feel what I'm talking around. And the whole wide world is gonna live in peace, and everybody gonna be found.
Yes, the whole wide world's gonna live in peace, and everybody's gonna be found. Breathalyzed, crystals turning green before my eyes. I turned yellow as I realized that I had just been breathalyzed. Suddenly, there's a copper standing over me. I'd like to thump him, but he's 6'3". I would like to stay alive. I did something wrong, and I know it was a beaut. When they pulled me in, and I parked up on his boot, so gently I was sick. When they took me down the local nick, I've never seen a sergeant move so quick, but not as quick as I was sick. Analyzed 50 milligrams per 100 mil. Now they reckon I'm immobile still, but I will soon be penalized. I have just been breathalyzed. Merry Christmas, everybody. Lie-die, diddly-lie-die, lie-die, diddly-lie-lie.
You ever seen a robin sitting on a tree? My old girl would have it, that is what I ought to be, because I wear a red vest the colour of me nose. I use it as a chest protector, goodness how it glows.
I'm all there when I'm strolling up the west, The girls, they come and tickle me and stroke me on the chest. They make a regular fuss of me and say I look a don. I always get in trouble every time I put it on, but I never get the knock when the boys shout cock, cockity cock, cock, cock Robin. With me old red vest, well I mean to cut a shine. Walking down the street they call me danger on the line, and the more they call me Robin Redbreast, I'll wear it longer still. Well I will wear a red waistcoat, I will, I will, I will, I will, I will, I will. Yeah, lie, lie, diddly-iddy die, 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 diddly-iddy, diddle-iddy die. Well it comes in very handy, so I've heard the missus say. She hangs it in the garden for to keep the cats away. When she goes to bed at night she hangs it on the bed. She likes to warm her feet against the lovely glowing red.
One foggy night I saw the building all alight. A policeman then came running up to me with all his might. Saw me red, a fire alarm was what he didn't require. He punched me face and pulled me nose and started shouting fire. But I never get the knock when the boys shout cock, cockity cock, cock, ooh, cock Robin. With me old red vest I mean to cut a shine. Walking down the street they call me danger on the line, and the more they call me Robin Redbreast, I'll wear it longer still. I will wear a red waistcoat, I will, I will, I will, I will, I will, I will. I die, diddly-idle die, lie-die, diddly-idle, diddle-idle die. Some funny things have happened, I can tell you what a fright. Standing at the corner of the street the other night, waiting for a bus as I intended going south, a fella came along and stuck a letter in me mouth.
Oh no, letterbox, I said, remember that. Just as he was grinning at me like a Cheshire cat, a postman he comes on the scene fairly up the pole. He dropped his bag and stuck his key right in me buttonhole. But I never get the knock when the boys shout cock, cockity cock, cock, ooh, cock Robin. In me old red vest I mean to cut a shine. Walking down the street they call me danger on the line, and the more they call me Robin Redbreast, I'll wear it longer still. I will have a red waistcoat, I will, I will, I will, I will, I will, I will. I die, diddly-idle die,
Lie, die, idle, 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 die. Well, once I took my missus for a ramble down a lane. We had a row because I got the waistcoat on again. As well we were both arguing, the bull was coming by. He saw the red and looked to me and winked his other eye.
His tail went up and he made a dash at me. My old girl for safety, she was dodging round a tree. Suddenly I thought of something had to save me life. I went and took my waistcoat off and popped it on the wife. Cause I never get the knock when the boys shout cock, cockity cock, cock, cock Robin. In me old red vest, well I mean to cut a shine. Walking down the street they call me danger on the line, and the more they call me Robin Redbreast, I'll wear it longer still. I will have a red waistcoat, I will, 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 I will have a red waistcoat, I will, because my name is Robin Redbreast. Forget your snow and your reindeer and all that there malarkey, cause down here Father Christmas wears a pair of shorts, khaki. Well, it's 90 in the shade at Christmas. The sun's a-blazing, phew. So grab a tube of Foster's and a slice of cold kangaroo. Bruce is waxing his surfboard and he's waxing his Sheila too. It's a great Australian Christmas. Yahoo! Christmas in Australia is Christmas in paradise. Christmas in Australia is basically bloody nice. Bruce goes steady with Sheila and Sheila goes steady with Bruce. And if you ain't got a Christmas suntan, you're a pummie and you ain't no use. It was a lovely sunny Christmas. We had a party on the beach, sang Australian carols, you should have heard us screech. Our silent night was a burst of light, and the likes heard only seldom. Once in Royal David City, in a little town called Melbourne. Christmas in Australia is Christmas in paradise. Christmas in Australia is basically bloody nice. Bruce goes steady with Sheila and Sheila goes steady with Bruce. If you ain't got a Christmas suntan, you're a pummie and you ain't no use. Now Bruce and Sheila disappeared round the far side of the truck. They were gone for quite some time, and we all shouted, are you stuck? And I had a bright idea. I said, I know what I'll do. I'll play "Oh Come All Ye Faithful" on Bruce's didgeridoo. 'Cause Christmas in Australia is Christmas in paradise. Christmas in Australia is basically bloody nice. Bruce goes steady with Sheila, and Sheila goes steady with Bruce. If you ain't got a Christmas suntan, you're a pommy and you ain't no use. Yeah. As the afternoon wore on, everybody got paralytic. A drunken brawl developed from a friendly game of cricket. Ralph Harris turned up finally to distract us from our combat by painting a lovely picture of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Wombat. 'Cause Christmas in Australia is Christmas in paradise. Christmas in Australia is basically bloody nice. Bruce goes steady with Sheila, and Sheila goes steady with Bruce. If you ain't got a Christmas suntan, you're a pommy and you ain't no use. 'Cause Christmas in Australia is Christmas in paradise. Christmas in Australia is basically bloody nice. Bruce goes steady with Sheila, and Sheila goes steady with Bruce. And if you ain't got a Christmas suntan, you're a pommy and you ain't no use. A ray of hope flickers in the sky. A tiny star lights up way up high. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. A silent wish sails the seven seas. The winds of change whisper in the trees, and the walls of doubt tumble tossed and torn. This comes to pass when a child is born. A rosy hue settles all around. You get to feel you're on solid ground. For a spell or two, no one seems forlorn. This comes to pass when a child is born. It's all a dream, an illusion now. Must come true sometime soon, somehow. All across the land dawns a brand new dawn. It comes to pass when a child is born. A ray of hope flickers in the sky. A tiny star lights up way up high. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass when a child is born. This comes to pass when a child is born.
Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! A decree has been issued by the Emperor Tiberius that all men must travel to the city of their family that they may be registered for tax. But you of the house of David, beware! For a star of great portent has appeared over the city of David, which is Bethlehem in Judea. And there are so many kings, princes and soothsayers who have gathered in Bethlehem to see this star and divine what it means, that there is no rooms left at any of the inns. So, bring your own bedding and be prepared to sleep rough. This decree, promulgated under the great seal of Herod, King of Israel, in Jerusalem. And that is how Christmas started 2,000 years ago. May the love, joy and peace of the Babe of Bethlehem come to us all this Christmas tide. God save the Queen and the good market traders of Bromsgrove.
Hi everybody, how you all doing? Yeah. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas everybody!
Thank you very much to Kevin, the Bromsgrove town crier, for telling the Christmas story the only way he can. And up next, all the way from One Lock Heads, is Dave Gibb, who brings us a cautionary tale for this time of year. And following that, there'll be a message from Deb from Homestart.
Hello, hope you're all having a nice time, and a Merry Christmas when it comes. Here I am in One Lock Head with Alfie, one of Santa's elves. Now we know he's a gnome, everybody can see he's a gnome, but he's identifying as an elf this week, so that's good enough. So, this is a song called The Pensioners Do, and it's a true story of what happened the first Christmas we spent up here in One Lock Head. And I played at the Pensioners' Christmas Do in the local hall, and to say things went a tad awry would be a vast understatement. So, here goes. True story, obviously. Inside the village hall it was smelling nice and clean, with a whiff of vim and harpic and a tinge of windowline. The floors were swept, the windows washed, it was looking nice and new, all ready for the pensioners and their annual Christmas do. The tables lined along the walls were formed into a square, and it must be said the look of it had a festive Yuletide air. There were angels, stars and cherubim pinned all around the walls, and hanging decorations made of quilted toilet rolls. And one by one they all arrived and they settled in their place, making pleasant small talk as they waited to say grace, and they talked about the weather. We're desperate to hear about all the operations each had suffered since last year. Brownies brought them bowls of broth and fancy patterned plates, and they got stuck in with their pinkies out in a sophisticated way. But one old guy, who I have to say was terribly uncouth, quickly slipped his false teeth out and started slurping soup. Now one old dear who had noticed this said, "Nay, my God, will you take that spoon out of your face, put your teeth back in your gob?" But the old guy just looked puzzled and said, "If there's one thing I hate, it's bits of beef and lentil getting stuck beneath my plate." And a bald wee guy sitting next to him with a fancy hearing aid said, "Is that yon moaning woman on the bloody moan again? Well, she's always giving someone grief, 'cause she's crabbit right enough. Don't take any of her nonsense, man, just tell her to shut up." Now the woman's hubby took offence at this insulting slight, although he didn't disagree too much, because he knew what she was like. But he knew he must defend his wife against such common scum, so he threw a butterbread roll at the guy with the shiny guns. Now his aim had never been too good, it really must be said. And the bread roll missed the Gumsy guy and hit a granny's head instead. It went bouncing off her silver hair and she shouted, "What the heck? If it wasn't for this catheter, I'd come and wring your neck." Well, one thing led to another, and before too very long, I suppose you'd have to say there was a riot going on. The brownies huddled in the corner, wondering how they would survive, when whistles blew and the door flew in because the police had arrived. The chief inspector shouted out, "All right then, that'll do. We get better ways to spend our time than deal with the likes of you. I'm going to take you to the station, and I'm going to lock you up. If you postmenopausal yobbos do not sit down and shut up." "Get it up, you one wee woman," shouted from the back. "We'll not have some young whippersnapper talk to us like that." Well, the chief inspector huffed and puffed and said, "Ain't that just fine? One more word, I'll shove this baton where the sun will never shine." Well, that just kicked it off again, worse than it was before. Granny swinging from the wall bars, police squirming on the floor. And one by one the police dragged them out into the night. And the brownies looked around them at the remnants of the fight. There were broken cups and saucers lying all around the floor. Zimmer frames and walking sticks and hearing aids galore. False teeth by the dozen and a glass eye by the door. And someone's blood and guts festooned the walls at the Christmas do for pensioners at the local village hall. Well, everything's quieting down again and they're all friends now, one and all. And they've pretty much forgotten about the rumpus in the hall. But one thing they still talk about, that to this day makes them wince, it's that the chief inspector's baton hasn't been seen since. So there you go, a truer story we'll not hear in a long time, let me tell you. So, all the best for the new year. I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. And I do, as I say, all the best for the new year. It cannot be any worse than this one's been. And so from Alfie, a gnome identifying as an elf, and myself, enjoy the rest of the show. Have fun. Bye.
Hi lovely friends at the Folk Club. This is Deb and I'm from Homestart, and this year is slightly different because I'm talking to you online from my home instead of coming to see you, and enjoying the wonderful gathering, mince pie and a little drink at the Folk Club, and enjoying the Salvation Army and also all of your lovely songs and all of your lovely faces. I hope that this message finds you all well. So this year for Homestart North East Worcestershire, we have continued through the pandemic. We have supported families with mental health difficulties, increasing domestic abuse, job losses, and sadly people affected by the COVID situation in terms of having friends or family who are ill, or indeed some losses. This has been a very difficult time. Fortunately, we secured some lottery funding earlier in the year, and this has really helped to continue to deliver our service in an online but different way with Zoom and telephone calls, and it's worked really well. I know that your gifts make all the difference to the families that we support, and we were able to distribute them last year, and it did make that real difference, as I said. So this year we have to do things slightly differently, and I know a number of you are still wanting to contribute to our cause. With this in mind, we have decided to open our Just Giving page to Homestart NE Worcestershire if you would like to donate. And I know that some clever technical person is going to put this along the bottom of the screen so that you'll be able to do just that. And I know some of you have already started contributing, so thank you very much indeed. I do hope to see you in person next year, and I would like to take this opportunity to wish you a peaceful Christmas and a peaceful New Year. Stay safe and well, and I really hope to see you very, very soon. Many thanks.
On the first day of Christmas my true love sent to me
a partridge in a pear tree.
On the second day of Christmas my true love sent to me
2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the third day of Christmas my true love sent to me
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the fourth day of Christmas my true love sent to me
4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the fifth day of Christmas my true love sent to me
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the sixth day of Christmas my true love sent to me
6 geese a-laying,
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the seventh day of Christmas my true love sent to me
7 swans are swimming,
6 geese a-laying,
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the eighth day of Christmas my true love sent to me
8 maids a milking,
7 swans are swimming,
6 geese a-laying,
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the ninth day of Christmas my true love sent to me
9 ladies dancing,
8 maids a milking,
7 swans are swimming,
6 geese a-laying,
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 10th day of Christmas my true love sent to me
10 lords a leaping,
9 ladies dancing,
8 maids a milking,
7 swans are swimming,
6 geese a-laying,
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 11th day of Christmas my true love sent to me
11 pipers piping,
10 lords a leaping,
9 ladies dancing,
8 maids a milking,
7 swans are swimming,
6 geese a-laying,
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 12th day of Christmas my true love sent to me
12 drummers drumming,
11 pipers piping,
10 lords a leaping,
9 ladies dancing,
8 maids a milking,
7 swans a swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves,
what a load of tosh.
Hi folks, this is Patrick Costello from Bromsgrove Virtual Folk Club. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves and enjoying the show. Wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye for now.
Right, good afternoon and buenas tardes. It's a bit dull today. We're supposed to be having storms, but they haven't happened yet, so you never know, we might get away with it.
Happy Christmas, everyone. I hope you have a great time.
This is a request. It's called Feliz Navidad, so you'll know it. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Got there in the end.
Which is
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Hello folks, it's Yvonne here. As you can see, it's the 4th of November and here I am standing in my Christmas jumper out in a very cold field. Anyway, I'd just like to say a few words and it will only be quick words. Hope everyone is okay and you're all doing well, and I must say I can't thank the committee enough, especially Jeff. He's done a wonderful job doing all that he's doing and getting us online and supporting the musicians out there who desperately need some help. And I'd also like to thank Bob and Julie the secretary, and thank all the committee. What I'm saying is I hope you are all well, and I wish you all a happy Christmas and a very healthy 2021. Bye.
Thank you very much to Ian and Anne Monroe, who sent us that from Spain. And continuing our international section of tonight's show, we cross to Canada and Dan McKinnon. And following that, there'll be a set of music that we recorded with the Salvation Army down at their Droitwich church.
Hello folks, Dan McKinnon here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The frozen north to some of you. Well, the only problem is, it's not quite so frozen. Let me take you over to the window. We'll take a look outside and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, got to switch this around. Just hold on a second. So here we are, folks. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of weather out there. In fact, it's looking quite mild. I think we'll have to change that a little. Let's see what we can do. Now that's more like it. Wishing you all the best here from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Canada's not so winter wonderland, but we're getting there. Now, on to things at hand. What I have for you is a wonderful song written by a really great songwriter from England, Brian Bedford. Of course, Brian's best known for his work with Artisan, and their Christmas albums are some of the most wonderful Christmas albums that I have and listen to them constantly. This is a song of Brian's called Christmas Child. I hope you enjoy it.
The clock keeps turning slowly, yet the days go racing by. Till once again it's Christmas time, another chance to try and catch the magic that was childhood. Patterned windows etched with frost, past the day you stop believing, to the Christmas that you lost. To ride the wonder wide-eyed Christmas by the tree, and feel the warmth of innocence, a time to simply be within the magic that is childhood. Snowman cold and chestnut hot, past the day you saw the price tag, to the Christmas you forgot. Through the eyes of the child you were, the size of the child you were, the wise of the child you stirred the Christmas that was then. Through the eyes of the child you are, the cries of the child you are, the wise of the child, you are your Christmas child again. All year you hide the child inside you, wishing you were free to sing the rhymes of simple times, to see what children see and catch the moment that was childhood, wrapped in smiles that make you cry, past the days you still believed in, to the days you wondered why. And through the eyes of the child you were, the size of the child you were, the wise of the child you stirred the Christmas that was then. Through the eyes of the child you are, the cries of the child you are, wise of the child you are, your Christmas child again. Keeps turning slowly, yet the days go racing by, till once again it's Christmas time, another chance to try and catch the magic that was childhood, patterned windows etched with frost, past the days you stopped believing, find the Christmas that you lost. Through the eyes of the child you were, the size of the child you were, the wise of the child you stirred the Christmas that was then. Through the eyes of the child you are, the cries of the child you are, the wise of the child you are, your Christmas child again. Your Christmas child again. Your Christmas child again. Merry Christmas, folks. Have a safe and healthy and happy Christmas, and all the best for the new year. Enjoy. Take care. Bye.
Well, hello to all our friends at Bromsgrove Folk Club. We're so sorry that we're unable to be together as normal this year. We will miss seeing you all and miss your hearty singing, as we feel that it's one of the best things that we do during our carol playing programme. You always give us a really warm welcome, and you sing probably better than any other place we go to, and we're always grateful for your generosity. So it's so sad that we can't be together, but it's nice that we could do this in a virtual way. I just want to start off by giving you some sad news, really. All of you may not know, but Mike Green, who's my eldest brother actually, and who was really the founder of getting us to come to the folk club over the years, sadly passed away in April of this year from the COVID virus. It was a very sad time for us as a family, as we couldn't visit him. But I do send the greetings of his wife Shirley to you all, because she knew how much the folk club meant to Mike. I know that you looked forward to his jokes, and unfortunately Shirley, his wife, was the butt of many of his jokes over the years, but she didn't mind. And I think the favourite joke that Mike used to tell about Shirley was when he used to say, "My wedding was like a fairy tale, you know." And then he'd pause and he'd say, "Grim." And that brought the house down every time. But Shirley knew just how much the folk club meant to Mike, and he always described it as his best gig of the year. So I just wanted to pass that on to you and to thank you for the friendship that you've shown to Mike over the years. We obviously miss him, as you will, but we remember him. We remember him fondly and with pride for all that he did for the Salvation Army. I just wanted to share a thought with you, as I always do when we come to the folk club, and I thought, what can I talk about this year? And I wanted to tell you about the time when Mike was really poorly and we couldn't go and see him. I started to walk around this lovely town of ours in Droitwich, and I found places that I'd never seen before. But the thing that stood out for me as I walked around was all the rainbows in people's windows. Obviously to say thank you for all that our wonderful NHS had done. And it brightened up my walks when I saw these. But it started me thinking about the song "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." And I don't know whether you know, but this song was written in 1939. And I don't think the songwriter knew what the future held for the Jewish people when he wrote the song and these lyrics, "Away above the chimney tops." And those lyrics take on a harrowing new meaning now that we know the horrors of the Holocaust, as I'm sure that many Jews must have looked to the skies above them and above Auschwitz's chimneys, longing for the day when they would be set free. However, while the Jewish people, and no doubt the world as a whole, went through some of the darkest days in history, it was less than 10 years after the song had been written that the most powerful words of the song were fulfilled. "There's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby," a dream that was only fulfilled in 1948 when the nation of Israel was reborn. It seems, doesn't it, that our world is going through another dark time. So that song reminds me of the hope that the bad times will one day be over. And we hope we're there, don't we, with the vaccine on the way. But I just wanted to say to you that as a Christian, my hope is in a God who I believe came to this world as a tiny baby 2,000 years ago at Christmas time, and I believe is still in ultimate control, and his promise to always be with us. I used to sing a little song in Sunday school. When you see a rainbow, remember God is love. And that was God's promise that he would never flood the earth again. And it reminds me of the hope that we all need to have, that there will be brighter days ahead. And just like those Jews, when they were able to look to those skies and dream of going above those chimney tops, and it happened. Perhaps not when they wanted it to, but it did. And so I want to leave you with the words of a lovely carol. O little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in the dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. And I'd like to say, I hope that you all stay safe and well, and that the hope for a brighter future isn't too far away. God bless you all, and I bring you the love and greetings of Droitwich Salvation Army. Thank you.
There's a difference between a man and a woman. All through my life I have found there's one thing that most women can't grasp. Am I treading on dangerous ground? On those formative first days in school, we don't need to be bullied or beaten. A boy gets it straight in his head. Sprouts were not meant to be eaten. Day one, there they are on the plate. It's trial and error. You try. That was an error, you think to yourself. But the rotters keep coming back. Why? Is it something a woman is taught? Was it written by old Mrs. Beeton? On behalf of all men, whether fathers or sons, sprouts were not meant to be eaten. Look, they're small and they're round. I don't care that they're green and they're growing. You can tell by the way that they fit in the hand. A sprout was meant for throwing. All of our lives they keep turning up in some dish with potatoes or meat in. But the eyes can't be fooled when the tongue knows the truth. Sprouts were not meant to be eaten. I know that they're sold in greengrocers. They're in every recipe book. Any fool with a plate knows the truth of it, mate. But we can't get it through to the cook. This has got to be faced, or I'll spend all of my days in repeating the simplest of truths. You can tell by the taste. Sprouts were not meant to be eaten. This is the tale of a lonesome mince pie, but not lonesome by nature. He was a sociable guy. He came from a family of 12 festive folk. They'd chat and they'd laugh, and they'd play and they'd joke. Now, mince pies are friendly, and that's widely known, so whenever you see them, they're rarely alone. But this is what happened to one little pie. For the sake of this story, let's call him Si. Si was at a small party one cold snowy day, when a child hit the table and knocked Si off the tray. He fell off the edge and bounced onto a chair, then rolled under the arm of an old teddy bear. He lay there for ages as time ticked on by. An hour's a long time in the life of a pie. He sat all alone, full of dread, full of fear. It's sad to feel lonely at this time of year. He stayed there away from the Christmassy sounds of parties and laughter and fun all around. Then someone saw him, someone short in height, who grabbed at his crust and held him up to the light. Si's insides went mushy as she strode to the bin, but at the last minute he was dropped in a tin. And what he found in the dark brought a tear to his eye. That tin wasn't empty, there was one other pie. They went on a trip, it was just down the road, and they knocked on the door of a neighbour's abode. A kindly old lady placed Si on a plate, right next to Francesca, his new mince pie mate. The girl and the lady sat down for a chat, and watching them natter, Si realised that it takes just a moment to brighten a day. A moment of contact keeps sadness at bay. He heard the two talking, the sound was so sweet, he felt like the happiest pie on the street. It all goes to show that a nice chat can't be beaten, unless you're like Si, because then you get eaten.
Greetings, multitudinous throng. Just like to take this opportunity to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Have a really good one. See you soon.
Thank you to everyone who sent in their Christmas jumper pictures, and here they are.
you to everyone who entered our Christmas jumper competition. I have the results here. And the winner is Jill Hen. Congratulations, Jill. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody.
Well done to Jill, who wins free entry into our next show on January the 14th, which will feature Mike Silver. And up next, we have Vicky Swan and Johnny Dyer, a song from Luke and Ali Smith, and a tall tale from a short bloke.
Hi, we're Vicky Swan and Johnny Dyer, and we're really happy to be here this evening at the Bromsgrove Virtual Folk Club Christmas show. We are going to sing you a Christmas song.
This is a poem indeed by Robert Herrick, a vicar in the 17th century down in Devon. And it's a poem about that moment when you bring the Yule log in and you light it as the beginning of the Christmas festivities. Come bring with a noise, my merry, merry boys.
My merry, merry boys, the Christmas log to the firing, while my good dame, she bids you all be free, and drink to your heart's desiring. Come bring with a noise, my merry, merry boys, the Christmas log to the firing, while my good dame, she bids you all be free, and drink to your heart's desiring. With the last year's brand like the new block, and for good success in his spending, on your soldier's play the sweet like May. Come while the log is attending, come bring with a noise, my merry, merry boys, the Christmas log to the firing, while my good dame, she bids you all be free, and drink to your heart's desiring. Drink now the strong beer, cut the white loaf here, while the meat is a-shredding, for the rare mince pies and the plums standing by, to fill a pastry and eating. Come bring with a noise, my merry, merry boys, the Christmas log to the firing, while my good dame, she bids you all be free, and drink to your heart's desiring. Come bring with a noise, my merry, merry boys, the Christmas log to the firing, while my good dame, she bids you all be free, and drink to your heart's desiring. Come bring with a noise, my merry, merry boys, the Christmas log to the firing, while my good dame, she bids you all be free, and drink to your heart's desiring. Yo!
Christmas, one and all.
Happy Christmas.
Christmas time is here, by golly. Disapproval would be folly. Deck the halls with hunks of holly. Fill the cup and don't say when. Kill the turkeys, ducks and chickens. Mix the punch, drag out the dickens. Even though the prospect sickens, brother, here we go again. On Christmas Day you can't get sore. Your fellow man you must adore. There's time to rob him all the more. The other 364. Relation sparing, no expensal. Send some useless old utensil, or a matching pen and pencil. Just the thing I need. How nice. It doesn't matter how sincere it is, or how heartfelt the spirit. Sentiment will not endear it. What's important is the price. Hark the Herald Tribune sings, advertising wondrous things. God rest ye merry merchants, may ye make the Yuletide gay. Angels we have heard on high tell us to go out and buy. So let the raucous sleigh bells jingle, hail our dear old friend Kris Kringle, driving his reindeer across the sky. Don't stand underneath when they fly by.
Hello, and welcome to the library. Tonight I'm going to tell you a detective story. A lot of people think that Hercule Poirot was the greatest detective of all time, but in fact he was just a frontman for the agency, a flamboyant frontman. The man who did all the real detective work was, of course, Captain Hastings. It was Christmas Day at the Great Hall, and the usual suspects were there, standing around in the library, and Captain Hastings dead in his chair. Where is Hercule Poirot? Poirot is not there. He's escaped on the boat train over to France. Hercule Poirot doesn't care. Hastings has been poisoned, the evidence clutched in his grip. His cod liver oil tablets, they've been doctored. Flows a trickle of oil from his lip. The label on the bottle has been switched. It's in French, and Hastings hasn't a clue. The cod liver oil tablets had been ditched. Hastings, il ne parle pas français. Oh, what a to-do. He couldn't tell poison from poisson. The difference being one extra S. One's fish and one is poison. So the outcome was not hard to guess. Agatha Christie is speechless. Miss Marble has taken to drink. Miss Lemon turned blue and fainted. And Inspector Japp doesn't know what to think. So, close all the airports and stations, put a cordon round all of the docks, double the guard and make it quite hard for Poirot to open the locks. Inspector Japp has arrested Poirot. He's confessed to his terrible crime. It is Hastings that was the real sleuth. He solved the crime every time. Hastings had a way with the ladies. They were always out of my reach. I ended up with a lemon. Hastings chose a peach. Jealousy is a terrible emotion. It ends in your own private hell. Now, Poirot is locked up forever, secure in a little grey cell. Fini.
Wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope that 2021 brings us happiness, good health and the chance to be together again soon.
Well, I hope you're enjoying our Christmas party and you've all got some nice food out there. Sorry Cynthia couldn't bring round her hot nibbles personally, but she couldn't make it all round the world in just these 2 hours, unlike Father Christmas. Up next, we've got Anthony John Clark, followed by a song written especially for us by Deb and Derry from the Woodman. So this is a world premiere. And following that, a party wouldn't be a party without the chaos. That's Keith Donnelly with Ursula Holden Gill.
Jesus strolled on Royal Avenue. The church was closed like Sunday afternoons. He had some tea, he had to join a queue. He said, I don't mind waiting. He took his teacup and he found a seat. And he stretched his legs across the busy street to watch one starling jump for things to eat. They don't mind waiting. And he wrote this song on Christmas Day, with all his candles burning. My people are not speaking, there is something wrong, and I thought that my returning might have made them strong. And those jingle bells and jangles, I don't know that song. Are they playing it the wrong way round? Jesus rose up, went to take a bus. He had no change, there was such a fuss. And I think he stood about 2 in front of us. He said, I don't mind waiting. He heard the brass band play in Arthur Street, and he tapped good time out to that Christmas beat. And the way the women stared down at his hands and at his feet, that took some beating. And he wrote this song on Christmas Day, there in all his glory. My people are not speaking, there is something wrong, and I thought that my returning may have made them strong. And the jingle bells and jangles, I don't know that song. Are they playing it the wrong way round? So he went in search of wise men, and he tried to find a manger. He went in search of lonely shepherds, shining kings and angels. All he found was a loneliness, and he felt like such a stranger. He said everything's the wrong way round. He checked the shops out, and he strolled the bright arcades. He cut his white coat on a barricade, and the barbed wire made him feel afraid. He was crying. A woman stopped him once and then again, Her hair so long and beautiful, but her face was plain. Could you be my Mary Magdalene? Well, at least you're crying. Two little children by a lake. One infant shouted out, "Ah, for Jesus' sake." And he knew then he'd made such a grave mistake. Oh, and he just kept on walking. And there's no such thing as Christmas Day. No jingle bells, no jangle. The empty church is shivering, those empty songs, and the way the children try to stay up all night long. But it ain't me that they're waiting for, no, that's all long gone, and everything's the wrong way round. Thanks for asking for that, Kelly, darling. All the best to you and Eugene.
Hello everyone at Bromsgrove.
Hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you all, and let's hope it's a much, much happier New Year next year.
And see you next year.
Take 46. 2, 3, 4. Christmas time is coming, just enjoy yourself. We'll all dress up as Santa or maybe prance around as elves. We'll eat those pigs in blankets and those roast potatoes too. And if anyone should cry or moan, this is what we'll do. Sing a very Merry Christmas, just like we used to do. It'll chase away those Christmas blues and make us happy too. Whenever you are feeling down, just remember what to do. Sing a very Merry Christmas, just like we used to do. All the logs are burning on the fire, slowly tumbling down, and children dance around the tree, that jolly Christmas sound. Deck the halls with honey, take the chocolate from the tree. Sing a Merry Christmas, oh how happy we shall be. Sing every Merry Christmas, just like we used to do. It'll chase away those Christmas blues and make us happy too. Whenever you are feeling down, just remember what to do. Sing a very Merry Christmas, just like we used to do. And when the kids are tired and gone up those wooden stairs, safety tucked beneath the sheets and cuddled in furry bears, then all the grown-ups can relax and have a drink or two. Then we all can play the games that adults always do. Sing very Merry Christmas, just like we used to do. Chase away those Christmas blues and make us happy too. Whenever you are feeling down, just remember what to do. Sing a very Merry Christmas, just like we used to do. Sing a very Merry Christmas, just like we used to do. It'll chase away those Christmas blues and make us happy too. Whenever you are feeling down, just remember what to do. Sing a very Merry Christmas, just like we used to do. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, wasn't that great? Oh, I loved that. Hey, apparently America reckon they're going to be able to put a man on the surface of Mars by Christmas 2030. My vote goes for Boris Johnson. Now there's a sentence I never thought I'd hear myself say. They tell me that Mickey Mouse actually wants a Boris Johnson watch for Christmas. I'm leaving pauses in case you want to laugh. Don't feel you have to, obviously, but just in case anybody's fallen off their chair. Oh, talking about falling off their chair, Christmas can be a dangerous time. let's not forget Benny from Crossroads. He went up a ladder in 1987 to stick the fairy on top of the Christmas tree. Never came down. He's never been seen again. Whoa, dangerous time, Christmas. Anyway, for this next song, I thought I might take you to Hawaii. And then I thought, why take them to Hawaii when we can go to Tyneside? Hoy, Merry Christmas, Mara, is what Geordie say when they gan out in the boot on Christmas Day. That's the Geordie greeting that they send to ye from the sands at Whitley Bay. How he run was for dinner and he sit right down, talkie in a stotty cake with Nuki Brown. Hoy, Merry Christmas, Mara, is the Geordie way to say Happy Christmas to ye.
Hoy, Merry Christmas, Mara, is what Geordie say when they gan out in a boat on Christmas Day. That's the Geordie greeting that they send to ye from the sands at Whitley Bay. Oh, we're on what's for dinner, and it's a redo, talkie in a stocky cat with new Hebrew. Hoy, Merry Christmas, Mara, is the Geordie way. I say Happy Christmas to ye.
How Aaron was for dinner and he sit right down, talkie in a study cake with Nuki Brown. Hoy, Merry Christmas, Mara, is the Geordie way to say Happy Christmas to ye. Hoy, Merry Christmas, Mara, is what Geordie say when they gan out in a boot on Christmas Day. That's the Geordie greeting that they sent to ye from the sands at Whitley Bay. How Aaron was for dinner, Henny, sit right down, talkie in a stotty cake with Nuki Brown. Hoy, Merry Christmas, Mara, is the Geordie way to say Happy Christmas, a reet Happy Christmas, a geet Happy Christmas to ye. Happy Christmas, man.
Well, I'm not sure how anyone's supposed to follow Keith Donnelly, but taking up the challenge next is Mike Silver, and following him we're pleased to welcome the Lost Notes.
Hiya, it's Mike Silver. Just first of all, I'd like to wish you a really, really happy Christmas and a really much, much better 2021. It can only get better, I think. It was really great to get a call from Bob or email from Bob asking me if I'd like to play for you next year. So that's going to be on the 14th of January. I'm going to send some videos up. And Jeff Hawksworth, who's apparently the whiz boy, he's the whiz kid who's going to take care of the technical side. Jeff, I hope you get on okay, mate, because this is my first attempt at videoing and recording myself. Never done it before. So, yeah, good luck with that. My thanks to you in advance, and also to Bob and Cynthia. You've been such good friends over the years. I'm so grateful for that. And to be able to come and play the club and play the festival, it's just been lovely. Been lovely knowing you, and hope we'll still go on for a bit. I like I say, I'm really looking forward to playing for you, and I have got a few songs planned in my head, but I thought there might be one or two requests. So if anybody has got a song they'd like to hear, then let me know on Faceache, and I'll see what I can do and see if I can fit some in. So, and also I'd love to mention Julie Costello. Well, I have to mention Julie Costello because, she's the one that takes care of the finances, and, all me and my colleagues and boys and girls out there and sing and play, and the bands and everything that travel the roads to play for you guys. We do it because we love music first and foremost, but a little financial injection really helps sometimes, And also the other thing is, of course, that I have to tell you that Bob did tell me that if I didn't mention Julie, then he probably wouldn't be getting any Christmas presents this year. So I thought I'd better, he has been a mate, so I've got to do my best there. Listen, that's about it from me. I'm going to send you a song to go with this message, and I hope you enjoy that too. The song's called The Power, and I think I've explained a bit about that. So look after yourselves, have a lovely Christmas, and I look forward to playing for you in the new year. All the best. So this is a song called The Power. I wrote this with Ewan Carruthers. He wrote the lyric and I wrote the tune. It's not really a Christmas song, but it's a song that has a very powerful images for me. When he sent me the lyric, when Ewan sent me the lyric, I was completely taken by it, and I love the imagery in the lyrics. So hope you like it too. The Power. Capture the sky in your silken bandana. Gather the stars in the palm of your hand. Scatter their light to the corners of darkness. You have the power, it's yours to command. Chase after time, and when you have caught him, bring him on home, make him your slave, hanging his head, for he knows you can thwart him from bringing decay and destruction and age. What would you change if you had this power? How would you measure the things you could do? Could you be fair and listen to reason? Could you control it? Would it control you? Turn roads into rivers filled with life seeming. Fly with a thought like a bird on the wing. Go dancing down dreams and be lost in a moment. Lay down and sleep in the arms of the wind. Like a blue magic carpet, squeeze out the secrets, the ships and the bones. What will you do with the bullion and treasure, locked in the lockers, still held in the holds? Give it away to the poor and the needy, changing the order, releasing that chain. the sky in your silken bandana. Gather the stars in the palm of your hand. Scatter their light to the corners of darkness. You have the power, it's yours to command.
Hey, Ollie, Lucy, great to see you after the lockdown. How's you doing? Yeah, God, you've let yourself go a bit there, Ollie, haven't you? Well, you know, lockdown and all that, couldn't get a haircut, thought I might as well dye my hair, I'm not going out anyway. Colour's nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've vowed not to cut my hair again until we sing for Bromsgrove.
It's looking good.
Yeah, thanks. Luce, how's the drink been?
Well, you know, it's been getting a bit on top of me, really.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to shave.
Yeah, well, in the new year.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bromsgrove, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Hey, Merry Christmas!
For you, we have the drinking song. So charge your glasses, raise them high, and sing at home. 2, 3, 1.
This is a song for tonight. We shall drink more than most will think right. We'll drink until we fall over, then we'll do it over and over and over again. We've been drinking since we woke, and we'll drink till we're broke. We're addicted of that 10. We've been drunk since we don't know where. So come on, give us more. Come on, give us more. We've been drinking in this bar since the first morning star. And breakfast was a strong local ale, and we shared all our fine drinking tales. We had lunch about 7, and for tea we sang Bread of Heaven. So come on, give us more. Come on, give us more.
A few laws at home.
La 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 la.
Come on, Liz.
Love you, mate.
Come on, love you.
Then a choir gathered out in the street, and we stumbled to our feet. We swayed to the heavenly song as they whine the drinking is wrong.
Don't do it.
We listened with tears in our eyes as we lifted our heads to the skies. Then we wheeled and reached for the door as we called to the barman once more. Hey, hey, hey! Come on, give us more. Come on, give us more. La 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 la.
Bromsgrove.
Hey,
Look
Merry
after yourselves.
Christmas,
See you next
Bromsgrove.
year.
Love you.
You're my best mate.
I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all the very best for Christmas and a fantastic 2021, and hope that we do get to meet up soon. Rest assured, we're working as hard as we can to bring you some more great music in the new year. Next up to our party, we have Paul and Karen, and then to finish off, we have 3 more songs from Bob and Luke. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. Stay safe and well.
Hello, Merry Christmas to all our friends at Bromsgrove Folk Club.
Frohe Weihnachten. Thank you so much for inviting us to your Christmas party.
Here's an Anglo-German Christmas song for you.
Stille Nacht, heilige Nacht, alles schläft, einsam wacht, nur das traute, hochheilige Paar, holder Knabe mit lockigem Haar, schlaf in himmlischer Ruhe, schlaf in himmlischer Ruhe.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, heilige Nacht, alles schläft, einsam wacht, nur das traute, hochheilige Paar, holde Knabe mit lockigem Haar, schlaf in himmlischer Ruhe, schlaf in himmlischer Ruhe. Sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
So have a great Christmas, everyone.
Schöne Weihnachtsfeiertage und einen guten Rutsch. Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Merry Christmas to everybody at the Bromsgrove Folk Club. I know it's been a tough year this year, but hopefully you're having a good time and have a happy 2021.
Chipmunks roasting on an open fire, hot sauce dripping from their toes. Yuletide squirrels, fresh filleted by the choir, they poked hot skewers up their nose. Everybody knows that some pepper and a garlic clove helps to make them seasoned right. Tiny rats with a crisp golden glow will really hit the spot tonight. When Santa sees his tray, there'll be some homemade chipmunk jerky in his sleigh. and every hungry child is gonna spy to see if chipmunks really sing when they fry. So I'm brushing on some honey glaze to keep them crisp and juicy too. Let's hope they get served many times, many ways. Tasting chipmunks, good food. Oh, the weather outside was whitening till the dog did something frightening. He's got no other place to go. Yellow snow, yellow snow, yellow snow. He doesn't show signs of stopping as he sniffs around his droppings. You see him everywhere you go. Yellow snow, yellow snow, yellow snow. When he finally goes outside, he'll be frolicking round a storm. He'll be marking our yard with pride. You can tell by the steam that it's warm. When the snow begins its thawing, it reveals those puppy drawings. He's a frisky little pup and go. Yellow snow, yellow snow, yellow snow. Well, he's happy and his tail starts wagging, but the snowman's left side is sagging. There's a little puddle right below. Yellow snow, yellow snow, yellow snow. Yellow snow, yellow snow, yellow snow. One more time. Yellow snow, yellow snow, yellow snow. Lacy things the wife is missing. I didn't ask her permission. I'm wearing her clothes, her silk pantyhose, walking round in women's underwear. In the store there's a teddy with little straps like spaghetti. Hold me so tight, handcuffs at night, walking round in women's underwear. In the office there's a guy called Melvin. I know him well. He pretends that I am Murphy Brown. Murphy who? He'll say, are you ready? I'll say, whoa man, you better wait until the wife is out of town. Later on, if you wanna, we can dress like Madonna. Put on some eye shade, join the parade, walking round in women's underwear. Oh, lacy thing, life is missing. Didn't ask her permission. I'm wearing her clothes, her silk pantyhose, walking round in women's underwear. Walking round in women's underwear. Walking round in women's underwear.